deserve to be pierced in order to forget the days you went on that you shouldn't have gone on, and then shaving some part of your body to obscure the fact that you have a piercing in another part of your body to distract people from the date you went on after the beers you shouldn't have drunk. That is over. You have no more free ride. And yet, the Alumni Association, as you saw already, is right around the corner. Alumni leaders, if they don't call you back right away, don't take it personally. At this point, they're just not that into you right now. Okay, so my most important piece of advice to the graduates: be nice. You have one more day. Be nice to the nerds. You're going to be working for one of them in about 3 weeks. If you're a nerd, you know who you are, but trust me, your revenge is coming, and it's going to last your whole career. So whatever suffering you've had, it's about to be over. The rest of us are going to be at your beck and call. You know, I was anxious about my remarks today, so I called an Irish friend of mine, because the Irish are such great people with rhetoric, and he said to me, Tim, he says, don't worry, lad. He says, the graduation speaker's a bit like the deceased at an Irish wake. You need him to have the party, but you don't expect much from him. So here I am, low expectations. The old saying, there's 3 constants: death, taxes, and no one listens to the graduation speaker. But I have to speak anyway, so I'm going to give it my best. So there may be low expectations for me, but graduates, you know, there are wonderfully high expectations for you. All the people, I'm going to take off this hat because it's falling all over the place. All these people around you, all the faculty members who have given themselves to you, they have invested so much in you. And at some level, I think they're all hoping and expecting and waiting and thinking you're going to fulfill their dreams. My first piece of real advice is, sadly, you shouldn't do that. Don't try to live up to anyone else's expectations. No matter how much you love them, no matter how much you respect them, their dreams are not your dreams. And I suggest parents try to do the same. Don't expect these young people to fulfill your dreams. I know it's hard. I have 5 children of my own, of which I'm very proud, and I'm constantly tempted to suggest that they do some things that will make me happy. But that's the wrong thing to do, and I believe that deeply. The great spiritual writer Thomas Merton once wrote, "The beginning of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves, never to twist them into our own image." As long as you live someone else's goals, you're not living the glorious purpose that is yours. And ironically, far from being self-centered, to live your own sacred purpose, I believe, is to fulfill the dreams of others in ways you can scarcely imagine. So it's time, graduates, for you to find your own purpose, what you really want, to answer your big questions. Now, a lot of people will ask you, as the Chancellor did, the what question. What's your job? What's your address? What's your car? Those are all about what, and they are the most urgent questions you will answer if you haven't answered them yet. But they're not, I would propose, the biggest question. The big question is why. Why are you here? Why are you doing what you are doing? What's your why? Your why is going to be a lifelong project. You begin it today, and a lot of people will tell you to skip it altogether. We're in a time of crisis. Economy's in trouble. The Gulf, spewing oil. The country is at war. The planet is heating up. I can hear your inner banker saying, skip the why, don't worry about it, get a job, pay the rent, survive and look out for yourself, that's enough. And I know we all feel that way to some extent, even well into your careers you may feel that way. But I would suggest that to reduce your life's mission to a job description and to building a cocoon for yourself is an insult. It's an insult to your intelligence, to your education, to your state, and to your spirit. We live in an age of extraordinary breakdowns. The problems you see are not just rooted in circumstance and money. They're rooted in values. You face a world that is struggling for prosperity, but it's also struggling for purpose. The crisis you face is as much moral and spiritual as it is economic. It's not just about what we each do. This is a moment to define who we are. It's a moment that cries out for your spirit, not for a to-do list. So I encourage you, graduates, to start this new course of finding your why. The syllabus is your life. Every sunrise is a quiz. No matter where you are, I urge you to try to answer it with awe. Every person you meet will be a new reading. I urge you to try to look beyond the covers and look at what lies within. Every moment of sadness is an invitation to come see the professor, and every moment of happiness is the same. There is a final, except you won't attend it here.